Hey, how you doing? Thanks for choosing to watch another one of my interesting videos. This time I've decided to do something a little different. Pressing, oh, what are you doing this time, Ingram? Alright, what I'm going to do is go through the comments that I get on my page. In particular, I'm going to go back to the David Price versus Tony Thompson 2 post-fight video. So, while I'm doing this, I'm going to give some shout-outs to the comments from the various YouTube channels. I'm going to start with the first comment. This is top comment. So the first top comment came from the spelling it YEWTOOBE, the YouTube. His comment is, I heard after Lennox left Price's dressing room that Audley Harrison popped in to give Price some last minute tips. Okay. My response to that is Price obviously didn't listen to Audley Harrison. The next one is from Dakved, D-A-K-E-V-E-D, Dakved. Okay. The question is, at 30 years old, having never faced or beaten any legit world-class competition, can Price's flaws be corrected enough to put him in a position to win a world title? I say no. What do I think? I think he's 30 years old, but they say heavyweights take longer to mature. So for me, if Price were to get himself in a position, so let's say Joe train in the Klitschko gym, work with someone like I suggest James Ali Bashir, an experienced trainer, and was brought along slowly. And I mean slowly, I don't mean going back to fighting bums, but obviously fighting guys that, you know, are competitive, but Price should beat. Let's be fair, Tony Thompson was a very, experienced fighter, and I'd only been beaten by Vladimir Klitschko, and a southpaw, so maybe Price would be quite effective against orthodox fighters. Let's look at this next comment. It's TLIG and Tilg. He says, he isn't world-class material, I'm afraid. And that was his response to Dave Fed. Well, at the moment, I think that, he got beat by one of the best, if not the best heavyweight in America. Based on what Tony Thompson's done against Vladimir Klitschko. He's an experienced fighter, so could Price be better against right-handed normal opponents? If that right hand had landed on, I don't know, Seth Mitchell, and David Price blew Seth Mitchell out in a round, or he did that against Jonathan Banks and blew him out in a round, what would people be saying then? Oh, Price is world class again. So I don't know. Stars make fights, and just maybe Tony Thompson's the wrong star for David Price. Josh Talbot says, excellent video, fantastic insight, thanks for that, mate. Josh, thank you very much. Sometimes you get it right, sometimes you get it wrong. I have got it catastrophically wrong at times, and when I do get it wrong, within moments there's always somebody to tell me that I get it wrong. So when I get it right, it's great. George Barkley, alright George, hope you're well. Spot on as usual, Baylor, good vid. Cheers, George, hope you're well. Jab, grab, 1, 2, 3. My good Twitter friend. Great video. Yeah, well, it's great this time round. Like I said, fingers crossed I can get a few more fights spot on. Next up, Mad Without It. Gentleman here has said the next heavyweight champion from the UK will be Anthony Joshua. He's 18-1 odds on as well. I'm not so sure. Audley Harrison looked spectacular in the amateurs, winning the Olympic gold. He looked brilliant. Inside information tells me that Audley was not as dedicated as a pro, and the other information about Audley is, well, it's not information, it's a fact that Audley got a lot of money given to him early. Did that affect his hunger, to be heavyweight champion in the world? Anthony Joshua, has he been given a lot of money? Don't know. people question whether he actually won that gold, and maybe he was given the decision because he was in London, and had it been anywhere else, he probably wouldn't have got the gold medal. It won't be so easy for him in the pro ranks. I'm not so sure. We'll have to wait and see with Anthony Joshua. I want to know who his trainer is. It's key. I think that if Anthony Joshua is going to be a success, he should go to America and have an American trainer. That's just my personal opinion, and an experienced American trainer. Again, being in the Klitschko camp can't be a bad thing. Amir Khan, A-M-E-R, before you think Amir. Amir Khan, Ingram, I love the video, my friend. Keep up the good work. Amir, hope you're well. Thank you very much. I try. Sometimes it's disheartening because there are people out there that do make some comments that make you wonder, why the hell do I do this? And then you get a nice comment like that and it makes you think, yeah, doing a good job. Okay, I've got somebody here. It's XDX Raven V2, and he's put here, I agree, Michael Sprott would be an ideal fight. No bum, but really not really a threat either. People need to use their heads now. Before the Thompson fight, the late Manny was saying how highly he rated Price. He's got a hell of a task to get to world level now. But strange things have happened. Nobody thought Vlad would get a title again after his KO defeats, but he got with Manny and will go down as top 20 all-time great. Beloric is bang on. He needs a mentor. Absolutely. David Price is a mentor, not just a trainer. In today's boxing, there's a lot of trainers, there's very few mentors, and there's a massive difference. Anybody can get a pair of boxing pads and hold the pads and say, alright, left, right, put that left hook in to the body. Anybody can do that. But to be able to take a fighter and be able to be his mentor spiritually and emotionally, be able to bring the best out of him when he is unable or at times to find it within himself, and that fighter can take him, that trainer can take him to the next level and make him perform beyond his own wildest dreams. That is what I call a great trainer, because he's doing more than just holding a pair of pads up or just getting a guy into shape. Customata, we talk here. Teddy Atlas, when he, again, we'll go back to Angela Dundee, the 13th round. Sugar Ray Leonard's in the corner, completely knackered against Tommy Hearns, and he goes, I think he goes, you're blowing it, son, you're blowing it, and then Ray Leonard goes out there and he puts it on Tommy Hearns. Teddy Atlas, another great example. Teddy Atlas with Michael Moorer. Michael Moorer's in the corner. He's against, who's he fighting? Evander Holyfield. And he says to Michael Moorer, do you want me to get in there and fight for you? You know, really riling him. And I think at one point he pulled out a telephone and said, I'm going to call your son, or I'm going to call someone and tell them that you're not fighting, you don't want to fight, you don't want it. And of course, Michael Moorer went on to be heavyweight champion of the world. So I think it's great to have a mentor is very important, not just a trainer. So great point there. Paul Khan 1. Hope you're doing well. I hope you're well, Paul. I ain't got much time for Frank Maloney. All he does is criticise the Klitschkos. Maybe you should stop criticising them, watch them and learn something. Can't really make much comment on Frank Maloney, apart from in my video I said that I think Frank Maloney, for his own health, I think he needs to pull out of boxing. I don't financially know if that's viable for him, but I don't think him and David Price are a good mix. David Price is one who lacks confidence. I said this before, and he's got Frank Maloney in the corner. The last thing you want, you're going for a tough fight, and you're looking over the other side, you outside the ring, you look at your trainer, and you're scared he may have a heart attack, or you're scared that, or you're worried that, he's panicking as well. When you look across your corner, you want to see your trainer or your friends or your manager who's managing your career having a bit of confidence in you. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on Frank Maloney. Although he did a fantastic job with Lennox Lewis, let's not forget that. D. Shane. Price bottled it. End of. Something seriously wrong with Price. If he's pardoned the French, effed. After 3 rounds, you can't go from fighting Matt Skelton to Tony Thompson. He's been guiding totally wrong. Okay. I want to make a few points here. When Tyson Fury fought Kevin Johnson, the Price camp, or Maloney, not supposed to Price camp, Maloney had a lot to say about it. We're going to fight Tony Thompson, and I think Maloney got caught into trying to compete with Tyson Fury's career. That's what I think. And instead of taking another step up fight, he decided to hit Tony Thompson because, well, you know, Tyson Fury's in the top 10. He's just fought Kevin Johnson. He's got a good world ranking. If we fight Kevin Johnson, if we fight Tony Thompson, he's highly ranked. We beat him. Then he only got beaten by Vladimir Klitschko. If Price knocks him out, it looks great. That was my thinking behind it. And you know, I was one of those guys who backed Price the first time round, but always questioned Price's chin. I think he was screwed after 3 rounds because he was mentally exhausted. I think that he was so scared or concerned about this fight, and being Frank Maloney doesn't help. And the weight of expectation on Price was too much. And of course, there's only so much any one man can take. And I do feel sorry for David Price at the moment. And I wish him well, and yeah, I hope he makes the right decisions. But you know, I bottled it. I don't know if bottled it is you know, he took his punishment like a man. I think he stood there and he took his punches. He did. I think he bottled it. I just think that he ran out of gas and he had nowhere to go. And as you saw, just fought his heart out to exhaustion, and he was absolutely exhausted. So you know, and he took his punches this time. He just go over. So fair play to Price for that. I don't think he bottled it, but I understand where you come from, Shane. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Got any more comments? Uncle Chuck Nitty says, good video. Seems it's difficult to accept that Price just doesn't have it. Not good enough. Yeah, I can see where people come from with that. People don't think he's good enough. He got blown away. He's got beaten twice now by Tony Thompson. But Tony Thompson's no bum. Tony Thompson's a good fighter. We'll just have to see how. I would like to see him fight Deontay Wilder. It'll be a good fight. Let's see what we've got next. Another friend of mine on YouTube, Marky Bayer. Marky, how we doing? I hope you're well. I remember when you first came on my page and joined on YouTube, you were asking me when I was going to get up the Tyson Fury interview, and you were so impatient. You were like, oh mate, you ain't even got it up yet. But you know, you're cool dude, and thanks for your support as always. Agreed, he says. The way he stands and footwork is bad. No excuses now. Thompson exposed him again. Well, Thompson's an experienced fighter against a guy who probably was inexperienced. So, correct. Kyle Davis. Another one who doesn't quite agree with me in terms of the excuses that I've sort of made for Price. I wouldn't say the excuses, but let's hear what Kyle's got to say. You're making too much excuses for him. Bottom line, he's lost again. And he had no boxing fundamentals at all. No jab, shit defense, clueless inside. Bless him. He isn't a fighting man, I don't think. Not got it up top. It's pretty harsh. Pretty harsh. Could be brutally honest there. I don't personally think that Price was in the Olympics. He has got some pedigree there. I think he just might not do good against southpaws. Let's say he does against an orthodox fighter who's not as experienced as Tony Thompson. Meg Gailmore, another one of my friends on Meg Gailmore, friends on YouTube and Twitter. He suggests Price should fight Sprott, further Gerber, and then move on to the lights. Genuine top 20 guys like Pianetta, then fight some of the top 10 and hope Klitschko picks him out as an opponent. That's his suggestion. I can't really argue with that. He also goes on to say, I felt sorry for Price last night, but now he knows his limitations. He can go and work on them. I picked Price to win on points last night. I didn't realise how far behind the development. Freddie Roach would be a good for Price, I think. No, I don't think so. I don't think Freddie Roach would be good for Price at all. Simply Mega, because, in my opinion, I don't think Freddie Roach teaches defence. And to be honest, David Price needs to know he needs to work defensively, not attacking. So he needs to really work his all-round game, and attack is not really what he wants. And the wild card gym, you can imagine he'll be getting into wars all the time. Not really good for his confidence. Mega Gailmore continues. He goes, you're right, Price has had bad matchmaking all the way through his professional career. Never mind with Tony Thompson. McDermott, Downes were his sparring partners. So how the hell can he ever learn anything? Plus there's Harrison, was always getting KO'd, so he learned nothing against that, and Skelton was way over the hill. He had one proper fight, and that was his debut against a fighter trained by Huey Fury Sr. 5 years ago. Yeah, I mean, that's what it is. Can't say anything about that, can I, really? Wilder is quicker than Price, but you're right, Wilder is a protected version of Price. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I've interviewed Deontay Wilder, but I did say in a video that I think Deontay Wilder is a bit of a joke. He needs to step up his quality of opposition. He fought Audley Harrison, fine, but Audley Harrison already got knocked out in a round by David Price. You know, he needs to fight somebody in a better class, to be honest, to see where he's at. Mr. Matt Wall 88. Matt, I hope you're well. Know you're on Twitter, regular fan on YouTube. And he says this: yes, he certainly has quicker hand speed, maybe foot speed too, but hasn't used it much so far. The quality of opponent hasn't warranted any yet, but he throws wild and winging punches. Definitely potential there, but he does seem more fragile than Pricey. I think that's Matt was replying to me in terms of Wilder. Yeah, I think you all know my opinions on Deontay Wilder. Let's see what we've got left. Anybody else? Roth Ripper. I smell a new signing on the way for Matchroom. Would Price go to Matchroom? Well, if Maloney decides to retire, Eddie Hearn's a confident type of guy. Barry Hearn, I think he could do something at Matchroom. But maybe someone like Dennis Hobson, actually. Dennis Hobson guided Jamie McDonnell to the world title out of the limelight, and possibly it'd be good for Price to kind of, you know, do his learning curve, you know, out of the public light, and, you know, can he do that? Can he afford to do that? TV and ticket sales and all that sort of stuff. Who knows? But Hobson would be bad. I mean, everyone's running to Matchroom at the moment. Would he be given the time and the love necessary, considering he's a bit of a wounded animal or fighter at the moment? I'm not sure if Matchroom's the move forward for him. It's in fashion, but might not be suitable for Price. Let's see. We've got a few more now. We've got Copend 09. Sorry, if you don't fight a style because it don't suit you, then you can never call yourself the best. To be the best, you need to conquer all styles, even the ones you don't like. Yep, that is true. I have to agree, but I mean, Price is inexperienced compared to Tony Thompson. These excuses after the bell. I think we need to give him another shot. But I agree with your point. Joe KO Boxing. Love your channel, man. Love your channel. Hope you're well. I don't think he showed heart. He quit, and it didn't look like he wanted to win. Where was the will to win? Well, you know what, Joe? You say he didn't show heart, he quit, and all the rest of it. But when you're nervous and you don't fancy it, and you'll sort of push back into this rematch, you know, psychologically, I think that Price really should have taken the rematch. I think because of that, Price is put under tremendous pressure, and had he won the fight, you know, a lot of people were saying a lot of things about David Price, saying, oh yeah, he's great, he's net heavyweight champion of the world. Just remember, the same people now who are probably crashing Price will probably turn and say, next heavyweight champion of the world, he'll smash Tyson Fury, he'll smash the Klitschko's, oh, he knocked Deontay Wilder out in a round. Remember. So let's not get too carried away here. But yeah, I understand what you're saying, Joe. Another guy responds to what Joe said, yeah, 100% he quit. Now, Derek Maloney, 1111, is responding to my video, and he's gone here. Maloney didn't want Price to be in the ring in the first place. Price got that finally and wanted to quit. Compared to Helenius, Helenius beat Price twice in the amateurs. Yeah, I thought that a good fight for Price would be Helenius, simply because Helenius looks shocking at the moment and very vulnerable. And if he's getting rocked by Sherman and Tank Williams, then Price stands a good chance of knocking him out, but I could be wrong there. Wayne Care says, thanks Wayne, nice breakdown, but I wonder if it's a little too late. He's suffered too bad and punishing stoppages now in a row, and he's 30 years old. I personally think he's finished, but would like to see him go one more try and make those changes. Yeah, I have to agree. Yeah, he has taken some punishing stoppage losses, but he could come back. Let's see what he does. Derek Maloney says, I was looking at the corner work of Team Price at the beginning of the 5th round, and I knew he was going to lose. What a total chaotic mess of I don't even know what the word is there. Dilanetics? Check it out. Well, basically saying that Price's corner was shocking. I'd rather not make any comments, but, you know, it is what it is. Hiesenberg H.E. Warren. I wonder what he was doing when he was bouncing using no jab. Unbelievable. Franny Smith said in the 2nd round something like, you're in the fight now. This is it. No, the fight started over 3 minutes ago. Not at the end of the 1st. He said like, land the right hand. He done also. How can you be gassed in 6 minutes? 6 minutes, whoa. Very nice guy, but has no heart. Why? Because he curled up like a little kid getting spanked by his daddy. Looked like he tried to climb out the ring in the 5th. Standing count to what the F? 101 jab. What can you say? Guys, some harsh words been said there. You guys saw the fight. What do you think? He needs to sack Franny Smith. This is Steve Griffith here. Sorry, Steve. He needs to sack Franny Smith. The man hasn't learned how to fight as a pro, and it showed last night. Trying to bang him out again. Joke, to be honest. Well, if Franny Smith and David Price had come through that fight with flying colours, and Tony Thompson had got up in the 2nd round, you'd be now saying that Price was world class and he was going to do this, that and the other. I don't know. I think Franny Smith is going to take a lot of flack here for that. Don't know. But Franny Smith has been known David Price since the amateurs. He'll stick close to Price, and yeah, he certainly does need a mentor. Franny Smith is certainly going to be the man to pick up the pieces, as they say. Prophet of Truth says, according to Boxing Scene, Maloney stated that Price has to return to domestic level to regroup. Price has high ambitions about fighting the Klitschko's, but this will not happen after losing twice to Thompson. If he wants to improve, he should consider joining the Kronk gym and get Jen Ali Bashir to coach him. Also, having to spar with Vladimir Klitschko would really improve his game. Well, I agree with all of that. And Prophet of Truth, I just totally agree. Let's see if I can find one more here. Right, 2 more. Wade Wilson says, Tony Thompson is greatly underrated and unappreciated by a lot of boxing fans. Here, I agree. You don't get 2 fights with Vladimir Klitschko by mistake. In the first fight with Klitschko, you could arguably make a case that Thompson was winning the fight on points because that is how competitive it was. Thompson's the best heavyweight after the Klitschko's. Well, you know what? Can't really argue with that based on what Thompson's done and the other heavyweights haven't done in America. I'm going to add one more here. Mike X. I made a point about Lennox Lewis. As a pro, he fought, and as a heavyweight champion, he fought no southpaws. I was wondering what he could add to David Price. I wanted to see David Price come out with a left jab, banging the left jab out like Lennox would, at least attempting to. But like I said in my video, he was dangling out the left jab like I don't know what. And the only thing he picked up from Lennox Lewis, it seemed, was the entrance tune, which was the big payback, which is what Lennox used when he came in against Rackman for the return fight in America. Mike X says, Bird, late Corey Silence, Mora. Lewis fought no southpaws. That's correct. So that's my point. I think. Ooh, I've got to add this one. This looks interesting. Pekka Decker. Hi Bayloric, wishing you joy and harmony. Thanks for the video. I enjoyed the second Thompson Price fight. I thought it was a very good fight and exciting. Yeah, a lot of people don't say yet. Very good and very exciting fight. And for me, it was an exciting fight. The commentators, you know, are so contradictory. Had Price gone to a points decision and beaten Thompson and gone, that was a boring fight, Price needs to be an exciting fight. Price was in a ding-dong fight with Thompson and got knocked out. And now he's saying Price is finished. Interesting. Maybe Mr. Price will do better against another top heavyweight. I agree with that. Amir Khan never had a rematch against British Prescott. I wonder why. Yeah, I wonder why too. I probably think that British Prescott will probably do the same again. Yeah. I'm going to do one more. Dory Lamentary says, this fight was like Klitschko's loss to Prosperity. Yes, but there's no Emmanuel Stewart around for David Price. I would go, like I said, to James Ali Bashir. Right. I hope you've enjoyed it. Let me know if you enjoyed it. If it works for you, I'll do it again in my next set of videos. If I get a video classically wrong, I think I'll do it for that as well. This has been Ingram Jones, better known as Bayloric TV. Don't forget to check out Bayloric worldwide. Get on the website www.bayloricworldwide.com, www.bayloricworldwide.com. Get online, check it out. We've got news, we've got sport, we've got a TV station, and we show boxing on a TV station. We've got a deal with Steve Goodwin. We'll be showing Goodwin fights hopefully in September when the boxing season starts again. Let me know what else you'd like to see on Bayloric TV. It's not just about boxing. If you're a musician, or you've got videos you'd like me to show, love to show it on Bayloric TV. Got a lot of original stuff on there, not just the boxing stuff, because I'm in Grenada. Lots of videos in Grenada, documentaries, the odd boxing documentary there as well, old movies that I like shown. So again, let me know what you think. Don't forget to subscribe. Obviously the guys that mentioned there are subscribers, and if you want, I'll do a shout out video to all you guys as well. So thank you very much for watching the video, and want to hear what you guys think. Did you agree with those comments that were made? And if so, where did you agree? Who did you disagree with? Finally, I know you've been asking for it. David Haye, Tyson Fury prediction video. Am I going to do it? Well, I'll tell you what I am going to do. I'm going to do something a lot different. I'm going to do a keys to victory for Tyson Fury and David Haye. And as you make prediction videos, I'm going to go one step further and predict what are the keys to victory for each fighter, and see if you agree or disagree with me. And then, if I really am put under a lot of pressure, I will do the prediction. Okay? I'm out. Take care, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye.